Okay, so get this. You know how we've all been like totally wowed by those AI tools that can make still images from just text descriptions?
Yeah.
Well, now researchers have gone and cracked the code for doing that, but with video.
It's pretty wild.
We're talking about generating entire video clips, not just simple animations, all with the power of AI.
Right.
It's called MotionBooth, and that's what we're diving into today.
It's really mind-blowing stuff. Basically, MotionBooth lets you create a video featuring a specific subject,
Okay.
like your pet, or even a childhood toy, and you can control how it moves within different scenes, all based on your text instructions.
Okay, that sounds incredible, but how does it actually work?
Well, imagine you have this like super talented artist who can already paint, stunning landscapes.
Okay.
MotionBooth is kind of like giving that artist a photo of your dog and saying, okay, now add my dog into these landscapes, make it move realistically, and let me control the camera as you paint.
Gotcha. Okay. That analogy helps a lot. So it takes an existing AI that's already good at generating video from text, and then it fine-tunes it to incorporate specific subjects from, like, our photos.
Exactly, but there's a challenge there.
Okay.
If you only show the AI a few still photos of your dog, for example, it might get too focused on the background of those images.
Oh, I see.
Like if all your photos were taken in your living room, the AI might start to think your dog can only exist in that specific space.
Ah, so it's like the AI might accidentally think the couch is a part of my dog.
Right.
That wouldn't be super helpful for creating different video scenes.
Exactly, and that's where MotionBooth really shines.
Okay.
It sidesteps this problem with a technique called subject region loss.
Oh.
It's basically teaching the AI to recognize the shape and the features of your dog separate from whatever background it happens to be in.
So instead of like blindly copying and pasting, it's learning what makes my dog my dog.
Exactly.
That's really neat.
But there's another hurdle they had to overcome. Just using still images could make the AI forget how to generate like dynamic moving video content.
Right, because still photos don't capture things like motion or the flow of different scenes.
Exactly. To address that, they use what they call video preservation data,
Okay.
which essentially helps the AI remember its existing video generation skills while learning about the new subject.
So it's like giving the AI a video making refresher course while teaching it to recognize my dog.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some pretty impressive multitasking.
It really is. Now let's talk about what makes MotionBooth really stand out.
Okay.
It's motion control. You can guide not just your subject's movements, but also the camera itself.
Wait, so it's like being a director, but with code.
Exactly. Imagine drawing simple boxes around your subject in each frame of like a sample video.
Yeah.
This acts as a blueprint for its movement.
Okay, so if I wanted my dog to jump over a fence, I would draw boxes around it at each stage of the jump, and the AI would make it happen smoothly.
Precisely. And MotionBooth makes sure that the AI connects your subject to those boxes and moves realistically.
Oh.
So you avoid those like stiff robotic movements we often see in AI-generated videos.
That's impressive. And what about controlling the camera? How does that work?
Think of it like whispering directions to the AI while it's creating the video.
Okay.
You can use something called the latent shift module.
Yeah.
And you give it instructions like pan left or zoom in to guide the camera within the scene.
So I could create a dramatic zoom on my dog's face as it leaps for a frisbee.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And when the researchers compared MotionBooth to other AI customization methods...
Oh, hold on before you tell me. I'm guessing it blew the competition out of the water.
You're not wrong.
Wow.
They tested it against methods like DreamBooth and custom video, even specialized camera control AIs. And MotionBooth consistently came out on top.
Yeah, it consistently scored higher in, creating realistic visuals, accurately replicating that movement and keeping the video smooth over time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just, a little bit better.
It really set a new standard.
So it's not just about creating cool videos. It's about creating, like, high-quality, cool videos.
Exactly.
That's a game changer, especially when you think about, like, all the potential uses.
Absolutely. And here's the best part.
Okay.
Because MotionBooth's motion control doesn't require any special training. It can be adapted to work with any good text-to-video AI.
So even if like a newer, even more powerful text-to-video AI comes out, like next year, MotionBooth can still be used to customize those subjects and control their movement.
Exactly. This adaptability makes it future-proof in a way that most AI tools aren't.
Okay, my mind is officially buzzing. I'm picturing like indie filmmakers using this to create entire movies with just a handful of photos and some creative descriptions.
Yeah.
Or think about small businesses generating professional-looking ads without, like, breaking the bank on expensive equipment.
You're spot on. And it goes beyond just those industries. Educators could bring history lessons to life. Architects could create virtual walkthroughs of their designs. You name it, the potential for personalized content creation is truly limitless.
It almost feels like we're stepping into a world where anyone can become like a storyteller, a director, an animator.
Yeah.
No technical expertise required.
That's a great point, and it brings up a really interesting question.
Okay.
What stands out to you as the most exciting possibility with this technology?
Honestly, it's the potential to bring inanimate objects to life.
Okay.
The outline mentioned like limitations that they're still working on.
Right.
But even in its current form, imagine taking photos of your childhood teddy bear and having it star in a space adventure.
Yeah.
Or I could film my cat napping and turn it into like a hilarious montage of it ruling the world.
I love that. It speaks to the heart of what makes Motion Booth so revolutionary. It's not just about recreating reality. It's about empowering us to shape entirely new realities limited only by our imaginations.
It feels like we're on the verge of like a creative renaissance.
Yeah.
Where anyone with a good idea and a few photos can create like incredible video content.
It's an exciting prospect, but as with any powerful technology, there are also limitations to consider.
Okay.
For example, Motion Booth still struggles with multi-object scenes.
I see.
And sometimes subjects can blend together visually if they get too close to each other.
Right. It makes sense that handling one subject is already complex.
Right.
So adding multiple subjects and making them interact naturally must be like exponentially harder.
Exactly. However, imagine where this technology could be in a few years.
Yeah.
Generating intricate scenes with multiple customized subjects interacting realistically.
Okay.
The applications would be truly mind-boggling.
Think about history lessons, where students could interact with AI-generated versions of themselves in ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Or architects walking through their designs before construction even begins.
You're getting it. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we visualize and experience information.
But with all this creative potential, it's hard not to think about the potential downsides as well.
Right.
What about the ethical implications?
Yeah.
If anyone can create hyper-realistic videos with AI, how do we distinguish real from fabricated content?
That's a critical point. It raises a question about the very nature of truth in a world where technology can seamlessly blur the lines between reality and fabrication.
Exactly. Imagine someone using them to create fake news footage that's so convincing it could have serious consequences.
This potential for misuse is undoubtedly a concern, and it emphasizes the importance of developing safeguards and promoting media literacy.
It's like entering a new era of media consumption where we have to be even more critical and discerning about the videos we see online.
Yeah.
We can't just assume something is real because it looks real.
Well said. And that's why discussions like this are so crucial. We need to be having these conversations now as this technology evolves to ensure we use it responsibly and ethically.
It's like we're being handed a powerful new tool, and it's up to us collectively to decide how we want to wield that power.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Motion Booth today, let's recap some key takeaways.
Okay, hit me with those takeaways.
All right, so first, Motion Booth allows for customized subjects, and it gives you precise motion control and AI video generation. Second, it uses some really neat techniques to prevent overfitting and to make sure that, the video quality doesn't suffer during subject learning.
Okay.
And finally, the motion control doesn't require any extra training, which means it can adapt to future text-to-video AI as it becomes available.
So basically the possibilities just keep expanding as that AI technology gets better and better.
Exactly, and that leads us to the big thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Motion Booth really cracks open the door to truly personalized storytelling.
Yeah.
What happens when anyone, regardless of their technical skills, can create hyper-realistic videos limited only by their imagination?
Wow.
How will this reshape industry's art, even how we perceive reality itself?
That's some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we already talked about some of the potential pitfalls, like separating fact from fiction, but it feels like there's so much more to consider.
Yeah.
We need entirely new ways to verify the authenticity of videos.
Right.
Will traditional filmmaking even exist in this new landscape?
It's tough to say for sure, but one thing is certain, this technology has the power to democratize storytelling and reshape the way we create and consume media.
Right.
It's an exciting but also a challenging time to be witnessing these advancements.
Absolutely. It feels like we're not just talking about the future of AI. We're talking about the future of storytelling, of art, of how we understand and interact with the world around us.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to step back and let our listeners ponder these questions for themselves.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Motion Booth. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the impossible.